This will be a touchback. Jameis going to look to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. From the 44, Winston. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw again. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Winston on 3rd and 2. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Saints first down. First down 10 at the 37-yard line.
A first down throw for Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
4th down. Winston. That's to his running back. Complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now a Louisiana native is starring nearby LSU. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Down to the 25.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. Here's Mecole Hardman. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Mahomes to throw on second down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring in the second half from the Superdome. Let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Following the interception, Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't done it to scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Chiefs are back within a score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down at 48. Mahomes going to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A shotgun snap and again to Edwards-Helaire. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Throwing, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
10 yards to go.
They'll throw again. Winston. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he stopped immediately there. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
From the gun, Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th-quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught. touchdown.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Butker now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Harrison Butker to kick off 14-2.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Pass complete, Thomas.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Winston to throw. He's got Landry, and he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here we go with Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Saints 21. Harrison Butker to kick off 14-2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Winston. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 66 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding their 2 fingers easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
One last shot now for Winston. And it is caught. They've got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away from the victory.
Well, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 50 between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte.
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And this return will net positive. The 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Point it right. Hey, alert.
Mayfield to throw on the first play. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On third down, Mayfield gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hurry!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. start on the ground with McCaffrey. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a Carolina native, former Tar Heel, it's Javonte Williams. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. There's Wilson to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Mayfield now. For Marshall, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey.
55 rushing yards rushing for that. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
14, buddy. Let's go double count right here, double count. Look out right there. Hey, alert.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Bulldozes past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, Wilson.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Hurry!
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
from the 35 on second down. Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by McManus is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert, alert, alert! Alert, 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 alert!
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Mayfield on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Alert 33. Point right. Hey,
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Play action. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Shoves him aside. A huge play there for Denver. 57 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Wilson. Touchdown!
Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there.
And the Broncos are in for 6.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Mayfield to throw it.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, look at Thomas wide open.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it up.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here's Baker. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hurry!
One last shot from Mayfield here. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the family.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they tried to tack on 2 more, wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's That's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to knock the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. No, there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, trying to whip something new. I am sick of this.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this.
Vikings take over first down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Well, the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored him, and that time worked well for a sack.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the 1st quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll run with Cook. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up. You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Cousins gives way to Cook. And some room to roam now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins now.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. These two teams all tied after 1. On 2nd down, Cook trying to run inside, but nothing there.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. Smith catches left side. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Vikings 14, Eagles 7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Flushed out right.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Left side here to Sanders. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing is Hurts.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, and have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together? And
touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
32 yards!
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd and 15 now.
Hurts.
Forced out to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this...
I'm bringing my gang. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained.